Join Douglas Wilson, Dr. Joseph Boot, Brian Sauvé, Eric Kahn, and myself on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for our 2024 conference. It's called Blueprints for Christendom 2.0. Our early bird pricing ends on Thursday, August 31st. So go and visit rightresponseconference.com to register today. We hope to see you at the conference in March.
Athanasius once said, "It is Athanasius against the world, and the world is against Athanasius." But in his case, and as it is with ours, brothers and sisters, it still actually was not a fair fight. Because Athanasius plus God is superior, infinitely so, to the entire world. Better to be you and Jesus and nobody else against the whole world than to unite with the whole world against the triune God and the truth of his word. Let God be true and every man a liar. His word does not change based off of what time it is, based off what generation it is, based off of culture or time or place. God's word is eternal, immutable, and inerrant. He has set up patterns for living in his world. They are good, and we shall not be embarrassed by them. And someone always has to be first. They don't kill the prophets for being right, because later on, the rightness of the prophet's message is received by the majority. And the people as a whole are blessed because of it. But the initial prophet is killed not for being right, but for being first. But nothing changes in this world if someone's not willing to be first. And so, I charge you, brothers and sisters and members of Covenant Bible Church, be willing. We're not all going to do it in the same way. We haven't all been given the same station in life, the same vocation, the same influence, the same platform. That's fine. But in your little neck of the woods, in whatever vocation, whatever influence the Lord in his providence has chosen to assign to you, be courageous. Speak the truth. Don't wait for someone else to push back against clown world, to make all of a sudden a biblical narrative popular and acceptable, and then run out in front of the conservative parade and pretend as though you engineered it. Don't be a hypocrite. Be willing to say the truth in season and out of season. John Bunyan, a late great Baptist Puritan in Pilgrim's Progress, he describes a man, Mr. Byens. And Mr. Byens is a man who says, "I love to walk with religion in times when she is wearing her glass slippers and dressed in royal robes. But when religion is impoverished and embarrassed, well, why go upstream? Why not just sit on the side and wait for the currents to change? And when it becomes acceptable again, when it becomes popular again, when religion is once again seen as virtuous by the public as a whole, then once again I will be pleased and honored to walk hand in hand with religion in the streets when she again is gowned in majesty and splendor." And Christian says to Mr. Byens, he said, you're not a follower of Jesus, essentially. I'm paraphrasing. That's not what a follower of Jesus does. He's not a buy-ins kind of person. He's not a fair-weathered fan. The fair-weathered fan is the one that Jesus says on that final day, "I will say of you, you are ashamed of me, I am ashamed of you. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you." One of the tests, if you're wanting to grow, not just encourage, but grow in assurance of salvation, that you truly have been born again, that Christ really is on your side, just like Joshua came to the protection and defense of Gibeon. If you want to know, do I belong to Christ? Do I have that covenant with him? Do I have his full assurance? Do I have his full affection? Do I have all of his salvation and all the benefits of his covenant that he promises to provide? Am I his elect? Am I included in his mercy? What are the ways to know? To be powerfully assured that you indeed are in covenant with Christ and he is in covenant with you, that you belong to him, is to not be a fair-weathered friend, to not be ashamed of him when many others, even those who bear his name, are ashamed.